Welcome to this episode of What Do You Expect? All right, today we're going to keep it quick as always, right? 10 minutes or less. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about clarifying expectations. What do you expect, huh? Been a little while, right? It's a lot going on, man. I've been posting most of my stuff to YouTube as well, at Carter Hughes 35. About 1,200 or so subscribers, so slowly but surely trying to build up. But today, again, we're going to talk about clarifying those expectations. We're going to talk about how to clarify expectations and why it's important to clarify your expectations. All right, so why is it important to clarify expectations? Main reason is because your satisfaction and your disappointment are each a result of your expectations. All right, that's the main reason, right? Feeling satisfied, that's a totally different mood than feeling disappointed. So that's why we want to clarify expectations because, again, your expectations, that pretty much determines whether or not you're going to be satisfied or going to be disappointed. All right, question I ask my children: do you expect everyone to like you? I asked my daughter this for the first time about maybe 2 years ago at this point, and she just got quiet. She didn't know what to say, all right? And then just kind of trying to get her to open her mind up. My son as well, trying to get them both to open their minds up to this reality that that's a faulty expectation to have, right? Every person is kind of tuned into the same radio station, WIIFM, right? What's in it for me? And that's okay. That's just the nature of people. It's nothing to get upset about. That's just an expectation that you need to clarify, right? So, to expect everyone to like you is a faulty expectation. Is that going to lead to more satisfaction or disappointment? Right? What do you think? If you expect everybody to like you and then somebody doesn't like you, are you going to be satisfied or disappointed? All right? So that's the key. That's the importance of clarifying those expectations once again, right? And it starts internally. Clarifying your expectations to yourself first. How do we do that? You define who you are, decide where you're going, right? And in terms of relationships with other people, friendly, romantic, professional, otherwise, right? You clarify those roles and goals. Simple strategies, but it will require courage to do these things, right? Courage and accountability. But these are skills that can be learned. Courage can be learned. It can be built. It can be developed, right? Same thing with accountability. But that's where it kind of starts and ends, clarifying those roles and goals, all right? It starts internally first, defining what are my qualities, what are my abilities, right? Defining who you are, what you bring to the table. It's important for you to be clear on who you are and what you bring to the table so you're not chasing dragons, right? And let other people define that for you. And then again, satisfaction or disappointment. Chances are excellent you're going to experience more disappointment when you're unsure about what people expect from you because you're unsure about what you expect from yourself. So again, starts internally. Keeping it simple. Define who you are. Decide where you're going. And then when you talk external, dealing with other people, right? That comes down to clarifying the roles, right? What is my role? What is your role? And then clarifying the goals. What are we trying to accomplish here? Right? It's okay to have positive relationships. Believe it or not, like I know it doesn't get advertised often. You won't see it on the TV shows, you won't see it in the movies, but it's okay to have positive relationships where I know what you're working towards, you know what I'm working towards, and we can help each other. That is a positive thing, right? And that's okay. It's different, right? So it's going to require a shift in perspective. But for me, I was unfortunately raised with a lot of just counterproductive philosophies, a lot of counterproductive approaches to life, right? But the beauty of being a person, you can grow, you can learn, you can evolve, right? You can change, right? So again, how do I clarify these expectations, roles and goals when you're talking about relationships with other people, and then internally defining and deciding, right? Why is it important? Again, Your satisfaction or your disappointment will each be a result of your expectations. So it's just wise for us to take the time to have the courage and accountability to clarify our expectations, right? It is doable though. It is, and be specific also. That's another one. You want to be specific because you want to be clear. You want everybody to have the same understanding, right? For me, this project I'm working on, we're making products, right? Like educational, informative products. And I'm working with this group to do that. And so we had this one particular project. I was confused. Like I'm like the lead on the project, but I was confused about the format and the layout, right? Like the goals, essentially. I was a little confused on that. So I had to call the other group, let them know, hey, look, I'm confused, and I think we need to have a conversation just to make sure we're all on the same page, right? Clarifying the roles and goals. That's all that was. Clarifying the goals specifically. And as the leader of the project, now that sets the tone. Everybody else knows you make a mistake, you can acknowledge it so we can continue to move forward towards the goal. It's really about accomplishing the goal. All the other stuff, hey, got nothing to do with me, man. I heard about it, all right? But that shit don't matter, man. Come on. Right? It's about accomplishing the goal because there are more problems to solve, more goals to accomplish. This thing never stops going, right? So we don't want to just sit in one thing and try to act like it's, come on, man. They're all molehills. That's the reality of it. But we do want to address those problems and clarify those goals. Clarify those roles and goals. And it rhymes too, so it's easy to remember. Roles and goals. Roles and goals. Internally, define, decide. Define, decide. Kind of rhyme too, you know. Maybe the Eminem type of rhyme. M can rhyme it. Define, decide. And then clarify those roles and goals. And again, all it requires is courage. That's it. It's a little uncomfortable calling, hey, I made a mistake. I just want to be. It's a little uncomfortable, yes, but that builds the relationship because it's authentic, man. We all make mistakes, as far as I know. If somebody tells you they don't make mistakes, they're lying about other stuff too. So you may want to keep an eye on this person. Uh, Important though, it's important, and we can do it again, right? Like I was raised with some faulty, counterproductive, right? Family does the best that they can, but over time, family evolves. We start in one place, and then we rise to another place, and then we evolve to another place. Getting to these additional places requires an evolved perspective, an evolved philosophy. You can't be moved and bothered by things that moved you and bothered you before, right? The further you go, the problems are bigger. I feel like one of the keys to success is just being able to deal with all the big negative stuff that comes with it. Like, they say the tree grows up and down. All right, as far as it is up, the root system is just that deep. So there are tough times that inherently come with accomplishing things, with going to different levels, getting into different territories. There's challenges with it. Right? So again, it's important. Clarify those expectations so we can know when to be satisfied, when to be disappointed, right? And when you're talking about striving for more, the expectation is that it's going to be difficult, right? Your expectation should not be for it to be easy, but you got to get clear and honest about that with yourself. If you expect it to be difficult, now there's less whining when it gets difficult. This is what we expected. You know what I mean? Like this thing, hey, as far as I know, this thing is tough. It's going to require you to grow, right? It's like any scar. First the pain starts, then it heals, then it calluses up. If you can't deal with the pain, hey, I don't know what to tell you, right? They say that one of the most dangerous ways to live is trying to avoid danger. It's inherently dangerous. Welcome to the game. You taught yourself to walk. That was dangerous. Nobody helped you. Right? Tap back into that. This ability to tap into your desire and deciding what you want. I know a lot of folks look around and, everything's already done. What do they need me for? We need you to improve all this stuff. Right? That's all this is. These things are just improvements of stuff that were already here. And that's going to continue as long as people are here. Tap into your creativity, your unique perspective, your unique vision. right? The unique questions that you have about things. Don't just let them go. You got those thoughts for a reason. Hold on to them, tap into them, build them out into ideas, right? But it all starts with clarifying those expectations to yourself, first and foremost, and then to those around you. All right? Hey, we're trying to keep it under 10 minutes, man. What do you expect? Why it's important to clarify your expectations, and then how? How to do it, right? Keeping it simple. Define, decide, right? Clarify the roles, clarify the goals. Keeping it simple, right? And that's it. And as always, check out the website. There's more stuff on there also. The YouTube channel as well. More things on there. The guidebooks are coming, right? Still getting worked on. Probably like 2 weeks or so. So we're looking at like the physical copies. The electronic copies are available for download on the site currently. But yeah, man, yeah, we're gonna keep trying to create tools that help people to be more confident, be more productive. This stuff helped me out tremendously. So it's my duty to keep producing, keep creating, right? Keep trying to come up with ideas. It's what it is, man. Whether you like it or not, it's great. I appreciate it, baby. Have an incredible day.